Brought to you by...
Hello friends, welcome back to Embrace the Film. Today we close out the Christmas season by reconnecting with the lovable Gizmo, breaking free of the confines of our small hometown of Kingston Falls, and locking down within the walls of a high-rise office building, where a new outbreak of malicious little monsters is about to unfold.
Gremlins 2. The new batch.
Where the original Gremlins was a horror film spiked with comedy, Gremlins 2 breaks free of that mold and evolves into a full-blown black comedy, with a couple of horrifying touches. This film starts within the fantastical trinket shop in Chinatown. You know, the one where Billy's father found Gizmo, as it is being demolished by the crazed multimedia businessman called Daniel Clamp. The heroes from the first movie, Billy and Kate, happen to work for Clamp in his huge high-rise. They end up finding Gizmo within the Clamp building, but not before he has accidentally spawned legions of mischievous, lizard-like gremlins. Soon the creatures are wreaking unbridled havoc throughout the building, and their mayhem forces an evolution of mischief to the likes of which they have never seen before. This time around, we know right off the bat that Joe Dante is taking this further into the realm of comedy, because we are introduced to it by a special cartoon featuring the infamous combo of Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. That brings us right into the opening title screen. There's no beating around the bush that horror will be taking a backseat to the over-the-top comedy. This film maintains the same level of overly optimistic, head-in-the-clouds nature to its lead characters Billy and Kate, but surrounds them in the overly exaggerated, smug, and self-centered nature of the hustle and bustle of New York City, which for me was an incredible juxtaposition that provided an incredible contrast throughout the film. Rather than this entire little town of people with a sense of goodness and decency, we're treated with a collective of city folk who remain oblivious to such concepts, allowing our heroes to stand out among the masses. Once again, their performances are perfect. They're complemented by pop-ups by Christopher Lee, Robert Prosky, Robert Picardo, and Hulk Hogan of all people, while welcoming the returns of Jackie Joseph and the amazing Dick Miller, and bringing us the show-stealing introduction of John Glover as Daniel Clamp. The actors here clearly took every opportunity to ham it up, and tug at every comedic thread to deliver the most out of this narrative. The film also places our characters in an office building that is supposed to house the largest collection of advancements in science and automation that the world has ever known. However, much of it is faulty, as if it were pushed into everyday use before all the kinks had been perfectly worked out. This is a concept that I found to be a perfect touch, given that it places Billy into a world that essentially surrounds him in inventions like those of his father, keeping him sort of shrouded beneath his family's shadow, even in this new setting. Due to the advancements of creature effects and puppetry in the years between these two films, the doors were blown off and allowed the effects team to deliver something that makes the original film pale by comparison. They were able to bring a whole new level of detail to each and every gremlin and Mogwai alike, crafting even more highly unique characters, and delivering a far more advanced level of slapstick gore and wacky monster madness. This is the type of film that serves as a playground for visual and practical effects technicians, allowing them to experiment and invent anything in which their imaginations can conjure. Every moment of this film is played for laughs, taking every opportunity to reference even more pop culture than its predecessor, and poke fun at itself in every way that it can. We draw references to television sensations like Julia Child and horror hosts like Grandpa Munster, while featuring moments that riff on the film's own mythology by having two security personnel bantering with Billy about the intricacies of Mogwais eating after midnight. We also get an amazing bite at Roger Ebert and other popular film critics by shattering the fourth wall and having a critic reviewing the first film, only to be attacked by the very creatures that he is verbally thrashing. I think my favorite moment in this film is the Hulk Hogan cameo scene. Moments before, the film begins to break down and deteriorate, until suddenly burning out. Then we start to see the shadows of Gremlins as if they are invading the projection booth and tearing up the film reels. It's just an awesome little moment that takes a slight break away from the main characters to provide a fun little laugh. In my opinion, and from a filmmaking's perspective, this film is leaps and bounds from the first one and provides an absolute laugh riot of wacky creature antics. It takes every element of the original film and enhances it to the next level, combining a cacophony of practical puppetry effects with a few digital rotoscoping elements. The one thing I did miss this time around was a gremlin like Stripe from the original, who took charge over the collective of monsters and stood out as a villainous presence. We do get a version in this that I believe is referred to as Spike, who sports a similar but more amphibious fin, but he's just another one among the masses. However, we do get to see Gizmo go from the cute and lovable furry ball who helps in the fight against the gremlins to a Rambo-esque badass with makeshift bow and arrows. What's not to love? If you enjoyed the original film, then I have no doubt in my mind that you will absolutely love this follow-up. It's a black comedy horror show that is utterly transparent in its attempts to top its predecessor in every which way that it can, while advancing the film's mythology, introducing us to a labyrinth of new and exciting characters, and creating a fun and exciting visual spectacle that is fun for the whole family. I'm giving Gremlins 2, The New Batch, an A+. If you haven't seen this sequel, I highly recommend you seek it out and enjoy every frame of its maniacal madness for what it is. This film, more than the previous, has something for absolutely everyone, and is one that you will want to share with others. Friends, this year has been a very busy one here at ETF, and in life outside of this small channel. Much like Halloween, I wasn't able to find as much time as I would have liked to dedicate to any sort of large-scale event that would celebrate the Christmas season. A problem that I would like to rectify in the years to follow. But I didn't want to let this year slip by without doing something. So I found a little time to throw up a few decorations and take you through a couple of films that I like to revisit during this time of year, when snow blankets the world outside our windows and the snap of cold nips at our heels. Today, we close out our second year here on ETF. When I started this channel, I honestly never believed that it would run this long, or amass the following that it has. While it hasn't yet reached the heights of Cinemassacre, Chris Stuckman, Red Letter Media, or even Sinister Cinema, in my opinion, it has done far more than I ever thought possible, breaking just over 200 subscribers. I just want to thank all of you who have supported this channel so far by tuning in here and giving generously on Patreon to help this channel grow. I have a lot of big plans in the works for this coming year, and the support of my viewers helps make it all possible. I truly hope that you all enjoy this holiday season with your friends and family, and have a happy new year. If you enjoyed today's video, please feel free to let me know. It's just a quick scroll down there to that comment section below. If you're enjoying the channel more than words can describe, shoot me a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe. If you'd like to show your support even more, come find ETF on Patreon or Tippy, where every pledge and every tip brings you rewards galore. Not to mention allowing me to bring you more films to explore. But all jokes and rhymes aside, if you have any films that you would like me to check out, or that you might like to see reviewed on this channel, feel free to reach out to me here down in the comments, or over on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And I will catch you all next time. Thanks for watching.